Good evening. I hope you're all doing very well. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who followed and liked my tandoori chicken recipe. I'm very humbled by the fact that I've got 10,000 plus views for that and over 200 followers for that one video. So thank you very much for that, and I hope I don't disappoint you as I continue to post my cooking videos as well as travel videos. So last night I made a chicken curry and I had that with some rice, and as you know, curry once left overnight, they taste even better. So I want to have the chicken curry tonight with some maybe some naan bread and a little bit of rice. But what I didn't want is to go through the entire palaver of using yeast and flour and mixing and keeping and letting it rest and everything else to make a naan bread. So what I'm doing today is a very simple flatbread with 3 or 4 ingredients. So we've got some self-raising flour, a touch of baking powder, equal quantities of self-raising flour and Greek yogurt, and a tiny bit of salt. You can add a tablespoon of oil if you want, which I have done, but that is very optional. And I've got garlic, finely chopped, and coriander, because I'm fancying a garlic and coriander flatbread. So I'm just bringing all this together, and then you bring it out on some flour on your worktop, and then continue. You don't need to knead this as much as you would do if you were using yeast, because the yogurt apparently does a little bit like yeast does with the fermentation process. So there we go. So that's the dough that we've got. Now that needs to rest for about 20 minutes before we make our flatbreads. So I'm just going to leave that there and cover that up. And I'll come back in 20 minutes, and then when we come back, I'll show you how to make the garlic and coriander flatbreads. We'll see you in a bit. Right, welcome back. I've now got this rested dough. I've got it on the work surface, so I'm just going to pat it down and try and keep it round. Just a little bit of flour, and then you get your rolling pin and you just roll it out a little bit. And when you get to this stage, you can just take that in your hand and then put your garlic in the middle and some coriander, like so. So you can see garlic and coriander there, and then just fold this together again so that it makes a ball again, and then roll it into a ball so you've got your stuffing in there with your garlic and coriander, and then put it back on your work surface and then roll it out like so. You might want to just brush your work surface with a little bit of oil, because what you don't want is a lot of flour, because flour can burn, and then you don't want that burnt flour taste. So you can see that I'm just trying to roll it and keeping it roughly in a circle. And you want to make it about 2 to 3 millimeters thick to give you the best consistency. So there you are. I'm just doing that. And so inside you've got your garlic and coriander. We're almost there. And on the side here I've got my flat pan, or in India they call it a tawa. So you can use something flat, not a griddle pan, but just something flat to do that. And there we go, we're almost there. So there you have it, and you can see the outline of the garlic and coriander in there. So I'm now just going to pop it in here. There's very little flour in here, so there we go, it's on there. I'm just going to turn the camera a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I've already heated up the chicken, which you can see on the plate there. So now we just need to wait for this to brown slightly on either side, maybe 2 minutes on either side, and once that's done, then I'm ready to have my dinner. So I'll show you what it looks like. So you can see how it starts browning fairly straight away. Just needs some more browning on it. Now just remember, when you reheat your chicken, it has to be piping hot, because it is chicken, even if you have left it with spices overnight. So you just need it to be absolutely piping hot so that you don't get the dreaded deli belly. So we're going along very nicely here. Now you can use a spatula, but in India no one uses a spatula. Everyone just uses their hands. So as long as you've got asbestos hands, then you're fine. So that's what you want for your flatbread. So we'll turn it on the other side and give it another few minutes. We might have to flip it over once or twice just to get the right color on it, and then you can brush it with a bit of butter, but if you want to stay a bit healthy, then you don't need anything. You can just have that with your curry. So I'm going to come back once it's finished and show you the final dish. Okay, so this is almost done now, and I'm just going to show you how it looks. So you can see, ow, that's hot. That's what it looks that side. So nicely browned, and I'm just going to use a knife. So there you go. You've got perfectly homemade, simple to do flatbreads with garlic and coriander, and that's my curry. I'm going to enjoy my dinner, and I hope you have a good evening. But just before I go, I just wanted to let you know that I've got a live event coming up this Sunday, the 8th of February at 11 o'clock in the morning, and it's called Indian Street Food, where I'll be demonstrating 3 classic Indian street food dishes that are really easy to make, and I hope to see you there. Have a good evening.